Sponsored by the Zodiac Clan. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. So, yeah, finally, Greek gods versus Roman gods. Who are the best? So, yeah, I lead with Achilles, as usual, and he leads with a Tyranitar. I'm just going to go in close combat that, because I don't want to overpick too early in the game. And he brings in a Torkoal, which is, yeah, pretty petting. So, I'm just going to switch Heatran now, Hephaestus. Just, thinking he might go for the Will-O-Wisp, but, he predicts my switch and goes for Earthquake. That's probably because he already knows my team. And I was surprised I actually lived the Earthquake. I thought it was either going to kill me, but I didn't reckon I was going to live it that much. So I predict him to switch and not not risk staying in on an Earth Power. And yeah, I get a sub up, and he brings in Dragonite. And yeah, I'm just going to go and try and burn the Dragonite. And he goes for Earthquake, which was obvious, but Will-O-Wisp misses, and that last night was just one of those nights, The night I played this match, it was one of those nights where it just wasn't my day, I was getting hacked a lot. So he brings in Venus now, and I switch in Hades, and I was kind of like, I don't know, predicting I don't know really. I just went for the Thunder Punch anyway. I'm not gonna burn it because then he'll get Marvel Scale. So he tries to Hypnosis and that miss. That's probably that's kind of like revenge for the Will-O-Wisp miss. Even though Will-O-Wisp was more, would have been more effective. Well, not really, because that Dragonite turned out to be a Specs one. So yeah, he Hypnoses Heracles, and that's okay because I have Sleep Talk, and he can't sleep. Even though I have Rest, he can't use the Hypnosis because he put me to sleep. If I'd have used Rest, then he could put another one of my mon to sleep. So I accidentally pressed Thunder Punch, and I went to push Sleep Talk. So we'll never know what would have happened if I had pressed Sleep Talk. I probably would have Sleep Talk Rest. No, my luck. He brings in Machamp. I don't want to stay in and get Dynamic Punch or Fighting Move, and he uses Cross Chop. And when I saw Cross Chop, I was like kind of thinking, I don't think it's a no god. I think it might be Guts, because he's got the cross drop, and most people tend to have Dynamic Punch with no guard for the extra damage. Even though I was thinking, but cross drop does have the high crit rate, so I was kind of like, not sure. I Thunder Punch him, and I get the Power Hacks, which is like, oh, okay. And yeah, I'm just gonna switch out, go to Heracles to take the obvious Stone Edge that's coming my way, and yeah, that does nothing really. So I'm just going to switch out again and go to Dusknoir, just so I don't get hit by the thingy-mabob, what do we call it? I forget. The cross chop. That's it, man. My head's all over the place now. I was thinking of stuff. So yeah, he switches out now. He goes to Mars. I go for the Pain Split, and I get some health back. And yeah, I'm gonna stay in here because I don't want to get switching Hephaestus and get hit by the Fire move. And he goes for the Earth Power, and the first 2 times he uses Earth Power, he gets a crit with both of them. So that's kind of, I don't know, good or bad? Bad really, because yeah, it kind of cost me. So I'm just gonna go and I predict this switch now. I predict this switch into something that would be able to that doesn't take damage from it. And he brings in Torkoal, and I Thunder Punch Torkoal, and because Torkoal is such a defensive beast, it doesn't do nothing. And I switch out, go to Hephaestus now, and this time he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I do get my Flash Fire boost, so that's really cool. And I'm just gonna go and Earth Power now. I don't care if he switches into Dragonite or something. I just want to not over-predict. I just want to hit something if I can. He brings in Venus, and I Earth Power, and because that's a special wall, I'm not going to do nothing to it. And I don't want to get hit by a Surf, but I don't want to leave it to recover, but losing him on would be kind of bad, so I just switch out to match Heracles. And yeah, he does go for the recover, but it wouldn't have made much difference because Flamethrower wouldn't have done much. Will-O-Wisp is just dumb. Earth Power would have done nothing as well, so yeah, best thing was to switch out to Machamp. He goes for the Surf now, and I'm just gonna go and sleep talk, and I sleep talk Thunder Punch, which is really cool, and that does a good amount. Now, I don't know what I can't remember when that is because there's a lot of the same moments. So, he recovers now, and I wake up and I use my rest, and that's cool because yeah, I've got full health back. So I'm just gonna go and sleep talk again. Hopefully get the Thunder Punch, and I don't, but I get the Dynamic Punch, which is better, yeah, because it does just a bit more than Thunder Punch. Because you know there are always some moves that do more damage because of the stab and stuff, and considering that Dynamic Punch does have a base 150 power, yeah, he gets confused now because of that Dynamic Punch, and I'm just gonna sleep talk again. Oh no, it doesn't get. I didn't Dynamic Punch. This is when I Dynamic Punch. Yeah. So Dynamic Punch, I don't know, does a bit more. So he isn't going to stay in now because if he hits himself and I get the Thunder Punch off, then he's going to die. So he switches out and goes to Jupiter, and I wake up and I go for the Dynamic Punch, and that, yeah, that was a good amount. I just need to pray he hits himself, otherwise I'm going to die. And yeah, I just go for the Thunder Punch. He hits himself, and I was just like, oh yes, thank God, thank my Greek gods. But Thunder Punch fails to kill him. But strangely, Sandstorm takes down his Mon, which is like, what the hell? So yeah, he brings in Mars now, and I'm just gonna rest because if I live the Earth power, then I can just get full health. And he gets another crit there. That's the second crit because that's the second time he used Earth power. Which I don't know what is it with Earth power and crits. It's like weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna sleep talk now because I know I can take the Earth powers all day long. And he switches out, goes to his own Heracles. Well, no, it's Atlas. I Thunder Punch, and that does nothing really, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not gonna stay in because I do stay in this time. No, I don't stay in. Okay, that's later on. I go for he rests up, and that's a kind of fail. So I'm just gonna go and Pain Split, I think, just so I can get some more health back. I think no, he switches out. Okay, he goes to Vesta, and I Thunder Punch. Maybe he was predicting me to go for the Pain Split. So he thought he'd bring in a weaker Mon, like a low health Mon, so I don't get as much HP back. But I don't know. I bring in Heracles. He goes for the Earthquake, and that does nothing. So I'm just gonna sleep talk. I made sure I remembered how many turns of sleep talk I had left, and yeah. What am I doing? Let's see what I do because I can't remember that much. I switch out. And I go to Hades, and he goes for the rest himself. And yeah, I was quite surprised how many rest mon he had on this team, which is kind of like fail because my team is based on weakening and then finishing off. But yeah. Anyways, so this is part 1. Part 2 will be up later, like soon, straight after, really. So yeah. I might leave you on a cliffhanger. I don't know. I just randomly put it at 9 minutes. So let's just see what happens. Dun 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 dun.